The Port Moody Station Museum is owned and operated by the Port Moody Heritage Society. In 1986, the Port Moody Station Museum acquired the Venosta, a first-class CPR sleeper car. The Venosta, now part of the display on the CPR, was constructed in 1921. The museum also features a recreation of a CPR railway garden based on 1910 to 1912 styles. The garden, established in 2000 by curator Jim Miller, contains many examples of heritage and heirloom vegetables and flowers. The museum is a part of Canada's Seeds of Diversity. In the summer of 2005, the Port Moody Station Museum established the world's third postcard barrel. The concept is based on a tradition in the Galapagos in which British whalers set up a post office barrel in 1793 on Floriana Island for passing ships to leave their unstamped mail for hand delivery by others on their voyage home. The museum highlights the history of Port Moody from the Aboriginal presence to the 1940s. As the CPR established the town, many of the displays pertain to the railroad, leading many to mistake the museum for a purely rail museum. The operation of the museum is overseen by a volunteer board of directors. The museum is operated by an executive director, 2 manager curators, and museum assistants. The museum was established in 1969 through the efforts of the Port Moody Historical Society. First housed in a now demolished building on Kyle Street behind Port Moody's former City Hall, the Port Moody Historical Society moved the collection to the city's second CPR train station in 1978. After the Canadian Pacific Railway discontinued its passenger service on September 25, 1976, the Historical Society moved the station by truck from the foot of Queen Street to the Cloverleaf beside Rocky Point Park. The museum officially opened on July 1, 1983. The museum also has a 7/8 scale replica of an SE-5. The Royal Aircraft Factory SE-5 was a British biplane fighter aircraft of the First World War. It was one of the fastest aircraft of the war while being both stable and relatively maneuverable. It has since been described as the Spitfire of World War I. Another display at the museum is the McKnight Trench. This trench was dug to honor Lieutenant Augustus Wilberforce McKnight, a Port Moody man killed in action in 1916. This scaled-down replica of a World War I trench was dug by some very dedicated volunteers. Trench warfare was a brutal form of combat, and many soldiers were killed by disease rather than the enemy.